Today's December 30th, 2022. Vladimir Putin and the president of China just had a secret meeting. Russia is already at war with Ukraine. They have private armies involved there, the Wagner Group. Things are going according to prophecy. Someone reminded me of this old Dmitri Duduman prophecy, and I went and looked it up, and wow, does it ever seem to apply to today. I'm going to read this now. I prayed, then went to bed. I was still awake when suddenly I heard a trumpet sound. A voice cried out to me, "Stand." In my vision, I was in America. I walked out of my home and began to look for the one who had spoken to me. As I looked, I saw 3 men dressed alike. 2 of the men carried weapons. One of the armed men came to me. "I woke you to show you what is to come," he said. "Come with me." I didn't know where I was being taken, but when we reached a certain place, he said, "Stop here." A pair of binoculars was handed to me, and I was told to look through them. That reminds me of Henry Groover's vision. He was told to look through one of those long looking glasses that you put a quarter in, and they're used at tourist locations. "Stand there, don't move and look," he continued. "You will see what they are saying and what they are preparing for America." I was looking, I saw a great light. A dark cloud appeared over it. I saw the president of Russia, a short, chubby man who said he was the president of China, and 2 others. The last 2 also said where they were from, but I did not understand. However, I gathered they were part of Russian-controlled territory. Men stepped out of the cloud. Okay, one reason you might not understand something in a vision is because it's a country you've never heard of. So how about independent republics of Donbass and Lugansk? What if you got a meeting with China, Russia, and the leaders of controlled Russian territory, and they fall in line with other prophetic warnings we've had about the reemergence of a Soviet Union using eastern Ukraine, Belarus? Let's continue. The Russian president began to speak to the Chinese one. "I will give you the land with all the people, but you must free Taiwan of the Americans. Not fear, we will attack them from behind." So the Russian president is saying that when China attacks, the Russians will attack from behind, meaning from the opposite direction on which a front exists against China. A voice said to me, "Watch where the Russians penetrate America." All these words being written: Alaska, Minnesota, Florida. Then the man spoke again. "When America goes to war with China, the Russians will strike without warning." 2 presidents spoke. "We too will fight for you." Each had a place already planned as a point of attack. America will be at war with China. Russia will attack. And 2 other nations will join the Russians in this surprise attack. All of them shook hands and hugged. Then they all signed a contract. One of them said, "We're sure that Korea and Cuba will be on our side too. Without a doubt, together we can destroy America." The president of Russia began to speak insistently. "Why let ourselves be led by the Americans? Why not rule the world ourselves? They have to be kicked out of Europe too. Then I could do as I please with Europe." The man standing beside me asked, "This is what you saw. They act as friends and say they respect the treaties made together. But everything I've shown you is how it will really happen. You must tell them what is being planned against America. Then, when it comes to pass, the people will remember the words the Lord has spoken." "Who are you?" I asked. "I am the protector of America. America's sin has reached God. He will allow this destruction, for he can no longer stand such wickedness. God, however, still has people that worship him with a clean heart as they do his work. He has prepared a heavenly army to save these people." So look at the 2 characteristics of those who will be saved. Be protected on the earth. They worship him with a clean heart. That's first. And next, they do his work. As I looked, a great army, well armed and dressed in white, appeared before me. "Do you see that?" the man asked. "This army will go to battle to save my chosen ones. Then the difference between the godly and the ungodly will be evident." Wow, what a powerful word. You can find this on And again, the date of this vision is April 22nd, 1996. And this is Robert Avila, also known as the man from Modesto. And before I close, I want to let you all know that I have a podcast on Podomatic.com, Steel Sharpens Steel. And you can find many extended interviews and teachings and warnings from the Holy Spirit on Omega Man Radio. Just search for Omega Man Radio and Robert Avila on SoundCloud or other platforms where Shannon Davis posts his shows. Pray or be defeated.